tracks the progress we are making around the world in reaching the MDGs. Allow me to warmly welcome the Honorable Minister of Minority Affairs, Dr. Najma Habtullah. We are particularly privileged to have the Honorable Minister here with us today. The Honorable Minister has been associated with the MDGs since their very inception, serving as the first ever woman president of the Council of Interparliamentary Union, the World Organization for Parliamentarians, when the MDGs were first proposed and then adopted by the UN General Assembly in 2000. We are also grateful to Dr. Gayatri Ghosh, a globally recognized expert and leading intellectual, who will help us to better understand the important trends identified in this year's report. This year's report is one of the last before the MDGs expire in 2015. The report has good news and it has bad news. The good news is good indeed. As Kieran said, several MDG targets have already been met ahead of time, and substantial progress across the globe has been made in almost all areas. Extreme poverty has been reduced globally by 50%. A staggering 700 million people have been lifted out of poverty, the majority who live in Asia. Fewer people are dying from malaria, tuberculosis, and HIV/AIDS than would have been the case. The UN estimates that more than 3 million deaths from malaria, 6.6 million from HIV/AIDS, and 22 million from tuberculosis have been averted because of better prevention and prompt treatment. More good news is that 2 billion people now have access to improved drinking water, and in many countries, women are now more politically active, and in schools, the disparities between boys and girls are being overcome. The bad news, however, is worrying. The planet remains at serious risk. Global emissions of carbon dioxide, rather than diminishing, have increased by almost 50% over their 1990 level. Millions of hectares of forest are being lost every year. Many species are closer to extinction than ever before, and renewable water resources are becoming scarcer. Although the percentage of undernourished people has declined by more than 10% during the period covered by the MDGs, a lot more needs to be done right away if the target of reducing the number of hungry people by 50% is to be reached by 2015.